to do after your trademark acquires registration. Hey everybody, my name is Marcella Dominguez. I'm a trademark lawyer helping small businesses and entrepreneurs online and offline with their trademark and business needs. Send me an email. It's always free to do so. Scroll down into the description to find out my info. If you are new here, then you're probably really excited and you're thinking to yourself, yes, I finally achieved what I set out to do, which is to protect my trademark. There's nothing left to do, right? Now I just sit back, admire my registration certificate, or bask in the glory of knowing that your trademark is registered. Well, no. In this video, I am going to teach you 3 simple things that you can do now that your trademark is registered. Having a trademark does mean that you do have a responsibility to police it. In other words, you have to make sure that nobody else is causing confusion in the marketplace with your trademark. Are you looking for something really simple and cost effective, something that won't break the bank? Then great. Number 1, Google Alerts. Google Alerts is absolutely free and it's a great tool that you can use for trademark monitoring after you have acquired registration. So this will put you on notice whenever your trademark is mentioned, perhaps in an article, on the internet, or anywhere. Now, why is Google Alerts a great tool? Well, you want to be put on notice if anybody else starts to use your trademark, right? Well, chances are that if a new business is opening with that name, then there might be a press release, there might be a news article that will come up with that business name. And so Google Alerts, if you set it up correctly, will alert you to those articles and to those press releases that are now surfacing on the internet containing the name you have registered. And at that point, you can decide whether it's worth it to pursue action against said business that is using this name that could be confusingly similar to yours. Now, Google Alerts will require a lot more of your time and energy because it is something that you more than likely will do on your own. Like I said, if you're somebody who's bootstrapping it, but you still want to stay on top of policing or protecting the trademark that you've worked so hard to protect, then Google Alerts might be right for you. Now, if you're somebody that's a little bit more advanced, or perhaps you're ready to invest a little bit more into policing your trademark because you just cannot afford or risk to do this on your own because you have a lot on the line with this trademark, perhaps you plan to franchise it, or perhaps you simply don't have the time to even be checking Google Alerts because, well, let's face it, as a small business owner, you probably have a laundry list of things to do, then this second tip will work well for you. Number 2, if you feel comfortable with our law firm and maybe you've used our services before, then you can definitely hire us again to do trademark monitoring / trademark watching. Now, why is this beneficial to you? Well, you don't have to waste time doing it yourself. We are going to be looking at the reports that come back and analyze whether it is worth it for you to pursue action and then let you know. Not only do you get the report, but you don't have to wonder by yourself if you should be sending a cease and desist letter to said business or said person. Most of the time, business owners sign up for trademark watching and trademark monitoring because they want to know that the money they've invested to protect their trademark is going to be long lasting. Can you imagine if you invested this amount of money and then you didn't really care about policing your trademark and then you lost it as a result of either dilution, becoming generic, or whatever reason you lost it? Now, that feeling doesn't sit very well, does it? And it doesn't because it feels like all your effort has been wasted. All that time has been lost and it's been in vain. So if you're somebody that's actually interested in keeping your trademark, then this video is for you because trademark monitoring and trademark watching is super important, but it's not something that you, the business owner, is thinking about too much because you just think, oh yes, I secured the trophy, I secured the registration, and all my hard work is done. If you want to be watching the status of other applications that roll through the trademark office that might be similar to yours, or do you just want to be watching what happens on the internet? Do you care about people that have not attempted a registration and are just using a similar name? In tip number 3, let me explain the differences between the different trademark monitoring and trademark watching options. So tip number 3, how extensive do you want to be with your trademark watching and your trademark monitoring? I'm going to talk about why it's so important that you know how deep you want to go because I'm about to explain how many layers this can be. So in the general sense, when you think of trademark monitoring or trademark watching, you're probably thinking, okay, the people that are using the name on the internet, generally speaking, that is similar to my name, right? So if I've registered the name Apple for phones or for electronics, then you're probably thinking, okay, who else is using the name Apple? Apple in a category that's similar, maybe selling some kind of products, whether they're electronics or not, because I want to decide for myself if it's worth pursuing some kind of action. But there is a way that you can monitor and watch applications when they're initiated with the United States Patent and Trademark Office. There's also a way to watch and monitor trademark applications if you just want to watch them when they've been published in the Official Gazette. Now, what is the Official Gazette? Well, if you want to know what the Official Gazette is, you'll have to watch it right there, but essentially you have 30 days to oppose somebody's trademark. It's similar to when somebody gets married and they say, speak now or forever hold your peace. Well, if you object to that marriage, you have to speak then in that moment. Same thing happens when a trademark is published in the Official Gazette. If you oppose the registration of that trademark, then speak, and if you don't, then hold your peace forever. Being able to monitor a trademark when it's published in the Official Gazette can give you a heads up as opposed to finding out when somebody has already registered it, and then you have to go through a cancellation proceeding. Needless to say, it becomes much more complicated when somebody has already registered a trademark and you don't like it and you want to object with a cancellation proceeding. It may not sound cost effective. It actually is cost effective to be monitoring somebody else's application when they initiate it with the USPTO or when it's published in the Official Gazette, because that gives you a leg up. You don't have to wait until it's registered and then spend even more money with a cancellation proceeding. Do you see where I'm going with this? I mean, this can go layers deep. You can just do a watch or a monitoring, generally speaking, on Google Alerts if DIY is your style, or if you want to sign up for a watch service or a monitoring service. The benefit of having a lawyer by your side is they can help you analyze and determine whether pursuing an action
against newly filed or pending applications
is right for you and your business. So if this video was helpful, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button down below, and in the comments write the word helpful if this video was helpful. Otherwise, make sure to catch that video right there so you understand more about the process, what the Official Gazette is if you want to learn more about that, because it's a great follow-up to this video and it'll help complete your understanding of the trademark journey. My goal is always that you learn more than you knew before you started watching, and if that was the case, please tell me in the comments below, helpful.